Happy Friday, party people. Uh-oh. I guess I'm going to need a microphone here, huh? Yeah, we should do that. We should get the microphone in place. All right, sorry about that. I'm just getting things set up here to share this so that we can get rocking and rolling on this across all platforms. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. Big YouTube channel. When you search Derrick Evans there, all my videos make their way to YouTube. This one is very specific. Today we're talking about the termite report as it relates to VA loans. This is something that, agents get confused about this. Other lenders get confused about this. I see it happen all the time where people are contacting me to ask me questions about this. And the bottom line is basically when it comes to the termite report. So when you buy a house with a VA loan or you're refinancing cash out, so you're not doing an IRRRL, which means you're refinancing from conventional to VA or you're VA to VA, but you're getting cash out, you need to have a full termite report done. Now, there's a million different little nuances. I'm not going to go into those specific little nuances today, but today I do want to talk about the macro elements involved, and I also want to provide a resource. So I have created basically a checklist, a matrix that shows you all the different elements of termite. Because what you won't find, and what's interesting about this is if you look on the VA website, you will hardly find any information about termite reports. If you Google, this, if you go to YouTube and search this, you won't find very much about it, which is kind of a shame. And that's one of the reasons I'm making this video is because I couldn't find this video. I was looking for someone else who already made this that I could share with people and show, hey, here's someone who says, the way that it is. But there's a lot of misconceptions. So first and foremost, section 1. So when you get a termite report, there's section 1 and section 2. There can be other sections as well, but we're just going to focus on section 1 and section 2. So section 1 is, hey, there's termites. We have actual termites here. We have the presence of termites. That will always need to be cleared for a VA loan. Always. Now, when we say cleared, that doesn't necessarily mean cleared before you can close the loan. It means cleared before you can fund the loan. So as long as you get your termite report in, I forgot to show you my cool graphic. When can I do that? Should I do that? That's right here. So this is, I'm going to give a quick shout out before I go any further. Quick shout out for my lower third from Monica Moran, who created that. I'll put it up again here in just a little bit. You can get the termite report in prior to funding and getting your CTC, but then you're going to need those items cleared up before you can fund the VA loan. So we can close, but before you can fund, these things need to be cleared. So as a result of that, a lot of people think, just section 1 is all that's needed. Not true. A lot of times section 2 items can actually be required by VA. Now, what is it that the VA is looking for here? Why is it that they have these things in place? Well, first of all, the appraiser and the termite inspector are the only two people who are going to be inspecting the property for any reason on behalf of the veteran. And the VA is all about protecting the veteran. They want to make sure that the veteran gets a home that's complete, that isn't missing anything, that isn't broken in some bad way, that doesn't have leaks, things like that. I want to make sure that the veteran ends up in a good home, a home that's ready to go. So as a result of that, those are the only two people, the appraiser and the termite inspector, that the VA can rely on to inspect the property and make sure these things are looked at. So if a termite inspector says, hey, in section 2, it looks like there's a water stain on the ceiling here, someone should check that out. They're 100% going to require that gets checked out in accordance with the recommendation of the termite inspector. So the point here is section 1 items absolutely need to be cleared to fund for VA. Section 2 items can need to be fixed and remedied in order to fund for VA. They're not all just, section 2, so that's not required. No, not true. If it involves anything that has to do with health, safety, or sanitary, those are the rules. You can pick up the phone and you can call the VA now. Even though they're guidelines, you won't find them really anywhere online or on the VA website. But if you call the VA, they will tell you, we're looking for safe and sanitary. Those are our two main rules. We want it to be safe and we want it to be sanitary. So if there's a water leak or a potential water leak mentioned in section 2, the VA is going to require, the underwriter is going to require that you clear that. Now, there is underwriter discretion as well on this. That's why it can vary sometimes from one underwriter to the next. But it's something to definitely pay attention to. And here's the real big message for my VA buyers out there and for the agents who are writing in onto the offer contract for a VA buyer. When you write in there that the seller is going to take care of it, don't put seller to to handle all Section 1 items. Put in there for the seller to handle all items as required by the VA. That way, when these Section 2 items come up, there won't be as big of an issue if the seller already knows that they're responsible for any of the items that are required by the VA. And there won't be a kind of a tussle between, the seller, and per the contract, the seller is only supposed to take care of Section 1. And now we have this, Section 2 stuff. So the buyer, you have to deal with that. So put all items as required by the VA on the contract when you're writing it for a VA buyer. That will help make sure that all those things get taken care of. Okay. If you have questions about this or anything else related to VA loans, give me a call. Derrick Evans, VA Home Loan Specialist here. This is a cool new graphic Monica Brand created for me. Look, I can move it around. How cool is this? That's my NMLS 155010. You can call or text me or email me if you have questions. The termite report is something that you always need on a purchase loan for VA. It's something that you need for a cash out VA refinance. And there's things that come up like this that people call me with questions about all the time. Feel free to do that. Use me as a resource. Even if I'm not the lender on the loan, if you have a question about a VA loan, give me a call and I am happy to help. That's what we're here to do. We're here to serve veterans, make sure they get a good home, a good loan on their home, and that they don't get screwed by paying ridiculous fees. We charge no lender fees, and our rates are as good as anybody and better than anyone I've seen for VA anywhere. So no fees, low rates, and we know our stuff. When it comes to these things, there is a big difference, and there can be, especially when it comes to little nuances like this, the termite report, the appraisal, what happens if the appraiser does this or that. Okay, here's what I'm going to show you. So I'm going to show you real quick because I'm using my new software. This is sort of my call to action. So I've created this report. This report is pretty cool. It allows you to be able to just at a glance go through and see exactly, so termite report matrix, the things that are going to be required. And I did this for FHA, VA, and conventional. So you can see here that all three of those are represented. And it shows you here inspection report findings. It shows you a column. I have a column here for purchase and a column for refinance. If there's excessive moisture, and there's a key. So the star means no action. The X means it must be done. And the diamond means that a licensed contractor needs to address it, meaning that a licensed contractor has to look at it, prove it, etc. So you can see here that we listed all the items that are typical: excessive moisture, cellulose debris, adequate ventilation, water in bathrooms, caulking, loose tile, flooring, those kinds of things. And for each program, it lists on there, right there, whether it needs to be done or whether it's something that can be ignored, essentially. Loose leaking toilet, so on and so forth. So you have electrical stuff. You can see there's lots of diamonds there. Plumbing stuff, lots of diamonds there. Cracked countertop, not a big deal for any loan program. Foundations, normal settling, no big deal. Excessive foundation cracks, need a licensed person. So I created this matrix, tried to make it really simple for anyone who wants this. If you're a veteran and you want to know this, or if you're a realtor particularly, this would be a great resource for you to have so that you can essentially see, like, hey, what are the things that are most important? What are the things that are going to be required on this termite report to be cleared, so that when we get it, we can look at it and we can square this away. This has come up so much lately that I had to put this together. I wanted to share it with you today. I really hope that this is helpful. And if you would like a copy of this, let's see what happens if I put it up right here. Oh, cool. All right, if you'd like a copy of this, there's my contact information. Actually, no, wait a minute, that's already up there. It's right up here at the top right corner. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, and I will give you this report. There's no cost to it. It's totally free. I created it on purpose so that people could use it, can understand how to help veterans better. So let me know if you need a copy, and share this with your friends, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you.